never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
Back in the groove and chase after these boys and at least get a handful of points, because it's his arch rival.
Points, but fastest lap of the race earlier in the gravel this time around, unfortunately for the Venezuelan.
Running 1-2. Karpushin is in third place, but it's the fact that Brian Uriarte, and we're going to see the replay. So change direction.
He goes wide, and Morelli says, "Yep, I love that." But
he's rejoined the race, so maybe he'll pick up a place again. Here is the 54 of Vader Pitama running 1-2, which is the problem for Hakim Danish. He's then. Yeah, and then Brian is turning back to get online.
And Morelli's lost
running
the front.
Vader Pitama fell off yesterday, but now is back in 16th place. No points for 16th.
Goodness me.
Sullivan Mounds with the fastest.
Yeah. Well, it's all on there, Peter. Look who we've got. Pitama out the front. He's
wanting to deal with the number 13 of Hakim Danish. He's a couple of places ahead of him at the moment. Lap of the race the last time round. Back in 14th place.
So Peter, what does that mean? I mean, is it even Stevens? Because normally to run away with it, it's going to be 3 wins from 4. Should he keep it on the road? And
that would give him second place in the Cup. But it's Brian Uriarte, our Cup champion, leading with Mark Morelli.
This means that actually, it's actually quite a slow race. They're backing it up sometimes. But doesn't Tani on course for a debut podium in Rookies Cup? Could he be? But it looks like
right on his tail.
Still all to play for. Look like it, given the gaps at the front.
Yeah, no, it doesn't, does it? But as they say, fastest.
Karpushin is going to try and take it from him as well.
Can Vader Pitama really win?
As we know, in Rookies Cup, in this final race of the year, Mitani and Pitama.
That for Beñat Fernandez, but then on the same lap, Sullivan went a little bit quicker, back in 14th place. In 3 races out of 4, if you like, after the double in Mugello here. Which
absolutely brilliant, as close as you like. They are not shy.
As well. So, anyway, right, so it's Uriarte from Pitama. Just 2 laps remaining. It'll be the last lap as they go on to the start and finish now. Starting the last lap. No, that's right. I mean, Zen is really good at wedging himself a gap, isn't he? There's the 70 of Christian Daniel Jr. back there in 6th place. He has a superb advantage. 1 second he has over the rest of the pack, and he will sort of put his elbows in and squeeze through.
What a character.
Just been passed by Gonzalez. Beñat Fernandez in 4th place on the number 6. Has to defend that absolutely superbly. He's well capable of it.
4 abreast in towards. What a character. Absolutely love it. Gonzalez moves to the inside, up the inside of
7, chasing Karpushin, number 17. And so far, Brian
Turn 1, Mitani leaves it as late as he possibly can. Ramadipa up the inside, Minton, he's really there, the 95, looks for a little bit of space to get first as well, but gets the door slammed shut by
Uriarte and Vader Pitama, absolutely unable to do what they did yesterday, which was race ahead at the...
Gonna have 2 riders on the podium here today, Peter. It's absolutely all on for it.
And surely the goal...
Uriarte. Oh, just sensational. And there we go, Gonzalez was the fastest rider
at the front of the field.
Be very careful of the green stuff on the exit.
Those behind are going to muck each other up, and Vader's just got a clear road ahead of him. He just has to put in that perfect...
the race last time around.
Superb stuff. And into something...
Oh, delicious down, Pete! Of that turn. Joel Pons having his best ride of the year so far at the moment, the number 6
lap, as he did in Italy, and he knows he can do it. He probably doesn't know that he's got... Morelli has the lead now. Marco Morelli takes the lead for the first time in this race. He's got his head down.
16 into 10th place, just behind Carter Thompson from towards the back of the grid. So this
just an advantage unless he sees, of course, one of the TV screens around the track, and a lot of the riders do that. And Danish rejoins the race, but he's obviously going to be out of the points. Vader Pitama...
This is a great ride for the pair of them. Joel Pons really needs a finish like this, doesn't he?
Yeah, and Hackett, they look up at the TV screens, and then he'll know exactly how it's going. It's 1 second he has. Mitani just has to sort of finish, really, to pick up a couple of points to go back in front of Hakim Danish. And Danish up into 15th as they cross the line that time, so he has 1 point at the moment. Money up into 2nd place, ahead of Karpushin.
Well, it's all going to be about those...
Battle for 2nd place in the Cup.
That is such a crying shame, isn't it? Goodness me, well, we... very nearly nil-1.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. unfortunately for Hakim. Final corners then, Beñat Fernandez and David Gonzalez, you can't count them out, they are in. Turn our attention back then, so it could well be Uriarte and Vader, your top two. A real shame because, wow, what a blockbuster of a finish, a real Spielberg for it as well. They would love a podium here in Germany, as they all would. Still about 4-5. But who will win the final race of the year? Morelli leads from Gonzalez. Thriller we were in for with all three of them. We're still in for one in general, but how good would it have been with top 6 riders up for the second and third places? But it is all about Indonesia's Vader Pratama, who really wants that 4th position in the standings in his debut season in 3 in the championship, all battling out for the top 3 positions in the final part of the race. Coming down the waterfall for the final time, this victory is going to be his. It's all about who's going to get rookies, and Mitani wants another podium as well. There is Dinesh limping around again then. And still 5 laps to go, a fair way. We'll keep an eye on Dinesh. He's up in a 14th at the moment. Second!
Yeah, they're about 3 abreast there, but up the inside, there's Mitani on the 34th. Something that Marco Morelli said yesterday. He said, you know, when you're aware that the guys around, and it looked to me, Danish did a 1:49. Most of the guys around were 1. Who has the advantage? Karpushin's there in the white helmet in 3rd place. Karpushin goes up the inside, but and you are battling for the cup, and you're not in the running. He said some part of you wants to say, okay, I better 45. So that means it cost him, you know, it cost him 4 seconds, that long lap penalty. Can't do it. Mitani comes across. He is surely going to take 2nd place ahead. You know, keep away from them. He said, but I don't think like that. He said, you've just got to race and not make any.
Yeah, it really is. It is a proper penalty. Make no mistake. You know, that's why you can't take the mick with the Gonzalez ahead of Giulio Pugliese. Where's Dinesh? Did he get bogged down a little bit? He did. He's a couple of
mistakes, and that's what he did superbly yesterday. Maybe he's a little bit even more care to the wind today.
Track limits, because it will ruin your race potentially, or in this case, it could potentially ruin your championship. This is back than when he started on the grid, but Vader, he's decided, I'm going to win this race.
Because he's out front, and he's ahead of the number 11 of David Gonzalez. Side by side then, briefly they are, but Brian is so quick into that right-hander.
He's going to take it to the wire.
That's right, he's going to do this to keep his championship's hope alive until the...
Pure respect is Marco Morelli, isn't he? Really like that attitude from him, and this is him back to Gonzalez has recovered. And Gonzalez has recovered. He's in 3rd place now then.
Into tomorrow. Absolutely superb stuff, but it's already Brian Uriarte who takes the lead.
His very, very best. What a way to sort of announce yourself onto the Moto3 grid.